And you know I'm a sucker for a buttered up dinner roll. So, yeah, let's eat. Hey girl, hey, it's me, Amber D, and thank you so much for coming through for another video. If you haven't already, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All right, girl. So I just made myself some breakfast. I made a cute little, well, I don't know how cute it is, but it's a parfait. She cute. I just, real simple, real cute. I made it with this Kind dark chocolate protein granola. It has 10 grams of protein. I don't know if I used enough to have 10 grams of protein, but it's definitely some protein, so we'll go with that. And then I used my almond-based vanilla yogurt. I also have these hydroponic strawberries. These are the ones that grow kind of big. I used the biggest ones, but these are the ones that are grown in water, so they can grow longer to get bigger. They're not grown outside with the pests and the pesticides and all the things. So those are actually really good. And I also had some honey and some cinnamon, and it's really good. I really like it. When I tasted the granola by itself, it was okay. I don't absolutely love it, but I do like it. It is pretty good. I probably will try the cinnamon one next time. There was a cinnamon one, and I want to say maybe a blueberry or something, but I think I'll try the cinnamon one next. That's a pretty big bag, so it may take me a minute to get through it. I haven't had a parfait in a while since I hadn't got this dairy-free yogurt in a while. I've been dairy-free for a year now. Well, mostly dairy-free. I went mostly dairy-free last year in May. Dairy milk, like regular cow's milk, will upset my stomach. Other types of dairy, like ice cream, yogurt, it will make me break out. So I just went mostly dairy-free. And since then, I've also cut a lot of added sugars out of my diet. And I've been trying to add more protein into my diet. So dairy, traditional dairy, has protein in it. And so going mostly dairy-free does take some of my options away. Not all. Obviously, there are a lot of other options for protein, but I was doing the most with my dairy intake. I was having a lot of dairy, so this is really good. I was showing you in my recent grocery haul that we got several different types of fresh fruit, so I'll probably be having parfaits and overnight oats for breakfast this week. And I'll mix and match my different fruits in. But I also have bananas, apples, kiwis, pineapples, and then these strawberries, of course. So I think I'm set for fresh fruit for this week as far as adding to my breakfast for parfaits and overnight oats. I'm gonna finish this. I do have my pomegranate green tea. I used the last of what I had to make this morning's cup, so I already have my water brewing in the for my Keurig so that I can steep some more. Because, baby, if it's one thing I don't play about, it's that pomegranate green tea. I literally have some every single day, and today ain't no different. I'm going to make me some more. I'm going to get that going. I'm going to clean our bathroom. And also, I need to get started reading. I was telling you in my last video, the plan for this weekend is to read parts 2 and 3 of the book I'm currently reading today. And then I'll read parts 4 and 5 tomorrow. So I got some reading to do, but I also got some cleaning to do. So I'm going to get the cleaning out of the way and do that. And then read a little bit and then fix myself some lunch. All right, girl. So it is a little bit later in the day. I did everything this morning that I wanted to do. After I had my breakfast, I folded and put away a load of towels. I cleaned our bathroom, and I did some more reading on my book. Right now, I'm watching a WNBA game. It's the kickoff weekend for WNBA. The first couple games were last night. Sparks won. And so right now I'm just watching the first of today's game. But I made myself a cute little sandwich. It's just a cute little plain old sandwich. But it's really good. So I just use this whole wheat bread from H-E-B. It's really good. And I put some of this guac on, avocado dip on it. It's just regular plain old guac, not guacamole, it's just regular plain old avocado mushed up in here. It does have a little bit of avocado chunks, but I just kind of dipped into it a little bit, and I left a little wrapping on here to hopefully get this to last as long as possible. And then I used some arugula from this salad bag, this salad kit. I'm going to take some more of this arugula out, and I probably will have a salad with it and mix it with my green leaf. But I also will not use all of it because I don't like all the arugula in my salad. I just like some. So I will separate this into different baggies and use it for some for salads, some for sandwiches. And then I use this Black Forest turkey lunch meat. It has 9 grams of protein per 4 slices. So that's pretty good. And then I also use this fat-free or reduced fat sharp cheddar cheese. So I know before I was telling you how I'm mostly dairy free. For the most part, the only dairy that I do still eat is cheese. Not overly so. I'm not eating it all the time. I'm not having a whole lot of cheese when I do eat it, but I do still eat cheese. It was one of my favorite dairy products to eat, but in this whole process of me learning what I should take out and what I should add into my diet, I did learn a little bit more about cheese itself. Fun fact, cheese is actually the dairy product that's going to have the least amount of lactose. So if you don't eat dairy products specifically because the lactose upsets your stomach, but I learned that during the cheese making process, it just kind of naturally removes the lactose from cheese. It apparently converts the lactose into lactic acid, which are 2 separate things. And hard aged cheese like sharp cheddar, Parmesan, provolone, Swiss, those are going to be the cheeses that have the least amount of lactose. And I'm talking like 2% or less of lactose in the actual product. Other dairy products like ice cream, yogurt, regular milk is gonna have the regular amount of lactose, but cheese naturally, when in the cheese making process, it removes a lot of the lactose from it. So people that have, that their body reacts a certain way to lactose, you can probably still get away with at least a certain amount of cheese. But of course, do your own research, do your own Googles before you just kind of go heavy on the cheese. But I like the harder aged cheese anyway. Like cheddar is my favorite. When I'm making nachos or mac and cheese, I do go for Velveeta versus grating up natural cheese, like the softer cheeses that do have more lactose. I will still go for Velveeta, which is technically cheese product, so it doesn't. It's not even technically cheese, not fully cheese. So it also has less lactose. That is really good, girl. And I think it's because, like, normally when I'm using avocado for anything, I'll get guacamole because it already has some stuff in it. It's doctored up. It's not just plain avocado. And this plain avocado, which you can see is super plain. It ain't got nothing but avocado in it. Once I put it on my bread, I sprinkled a little of this Cajun seasoning on it. Too good. Too good. But also, I am trying the dairy-free white cheddar popcorn from Skinny Pop. It tastes like popcorn. It has like a very light hint of white cheddar. Very light. It tastes like popcorn. It don't taste bad, but it don't taste like white cheddar popcorn. Not the white cheddar that I'm used to. We'll say that. So if this is the dairy-free version, it's not bad, but I also could get away with just regular popcorn. But I am going to eat it because I bought it. But, I mean, it's good. It's not nasty. It's not something I wouldn't eat. I was just hoping for a little more white cheddar dust. This is just my sweetened carbonated water. This is the one I currently have in the refrigerator. It's the tangerine mango. I will always just squirt some lemon juice in this whole bottle and just drink off of it until it's gone. I like this one and the strawberry one, but I always put lemon juice in. But anyway, girl, let me go ahead and finish my lunch, get back to this basketball game, and I will check in with you when I'm about to eat again. All right, girl, so it is later in the day. I'm cooking dinner. I actually already got my stuff going, so let me show you what we are having for dinner tonight. All right, so tonight we are having stuffed peppers. This is what I am stuffing the peppers with. This is a half a pound of ground turkey, 93.7 ground turkey with white rice. I also have some tomato paste, some vegetable broth, and then salt and garlic pepper. I didn't use all of the rice I normally make. This is about half of the amount of rice I normally make, and just a half a pound of ground turkey. And then these are my peppers. I cut them horizontal because I used to cut them just like cut the tops off and then stuff the stuff down in the whole pepper like that. And it was just too hard to kind of dig not hard, but it was just too much to have to dig in there and get your food out. So I just started slicing them this way, and now it's just like a little pepper bowl. But I just have some tomato sauce down at the bottom to help them soften up quicker. So I'm going to go ahead and get my stuffing inside, and then I'm going to wrap this in foil, bake them for about 20 minutes, and then I'm going to take them out, remove the foil, and put the cheese on top, and then bake them for a little bit more. right, guys, so I'm gonna get as much of this mixture in as possible because I don't want to have any, or at least not too much left over. I always have like so much left over and it looks like I'm still gonna have a lot. I even made less than I normally make, and for whatever reason, girl, I just be making too much. But I'm gonna try to overstuff these peppers if I can. Over the years I've tried these with different peppers. I remember one year for Halloween I did green and orange, and I made the green ones. I cut a little Frankenstein face into the green peppers, and then I made orange peppers, and I cut a little jack-o'-lantern face into them. And I think I've also tried red pepper. No, I think I tried yellow peppers, and I like the green best. I like how they turned out with green peppers best. The other peppers, I don't feel like they get as juicy as the green peppers. Like the green peppers, as they're getting cooked, they get like really soft and juicy, and that juiciness seeps into the stuffing mixture. So I feel like it comes out better. Like with the yellow and the orange peppers, like they didn't add nothing to the stuffing mixture. It was just kind of more separate. The stuffing mixture and the peppers themselves were a little more separate. With the green peppers, it all kind of mixes in together to me. And I used all of my stuffing mix. I actually probably could separate this a little bit better, but that's that. I'm going to cover these foil and bake in the oven at 400 for 20 minutes. And then after that, I will remove the foil, add cheese on top, and bake for another 10-15 minutes or so. Alright, girl, so while my peppers are in the oven, I'm going to show you what I plan to have for dessert. These are these kind frozen treat bars. From what I understand, these are like a healthier version of a Snickers ice cream bar, but with dark chocolate, and they only have 8 grams of total sugar, but 7 are added sugar, and is dairy free. So these are the other options that they have. There's dark chocolate, almond, sea salt, and nuts, and then the mint chocolate, almond, and nuts. But this is the kind that I got. I used to always get the Snickers bars, but they have soy in them, the Snickers ice cream bar. I ate a whole box in like 2 days once and broke out because of the soy. That was when I found out I was allergic to soy. Or not allergic to it, but too much of it. Especially in a short amount of time. But I'm going to try this one and see how I like it. Okay. They are individually wrapped, so this is what it looks like. I really hope this is good. Okay. Alright, girl, let's get some cheese on these bad boys. Mexican blend shredded cheese. I've used all different types of cheeses. This is just the shredded cheese that I currently have, but I've used cheddar, Colby Jack, mozzarella. It's ultimately just cheese. It's whatever you prefer. You can actually not even add the cheese if you don't want to. Okay, well, you already know how I feel about adding a little parsley, because presentation is key. So when these melt down with the cheese, and I like my cheese cooked. I don't like it just melted. I don't want it burnt or nothing, but I like it cooked. So we're going to put these back in. I had them in for 30 minutes, not 20. 30 minutes at 400. I'm going to put them back in for another 5 minutes or so. Just let the cheese melt down, and it'll be time to eat. Alright, girls, so this is dinner. Now, usually with these stuffed peppers, I struggle with what to make as a side dish. And this time I just decided on this vegetable medley. It's carrots, broccoli and some roasted red potatoes. I roasted the red potatoes first and then added the broccoli and carrots. And then after they were done, I added this cooking sauce from HEB, the rosemary and garlic cooking sauce. And we love those, but I never thought to pair it with the stuffed peppers. But yeah, and you know I'm a sucker for a buttered up dinner roll. So yeah, let's eat. All right, girl. So it is time to eat. I'm hungry. Thank you so much for spending the day with me and eating everything I ate. If you haven't already, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.